All right. Hello to my lovers, my supporters, my fans, my audience. Hello. All right. So how we're gonna do this is, first of all, let's pray the bad vibes away. Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. So, what we want to do today is we're going to find out what it is that you, my lovelies, want a reading on. Well, the general consensus. And we're going to deliver it for you. So, let's see. What's on your mind, monkey butts? So, what do my people want to hear about Most High? Let's see. At this time, you so heavy. Just gonna slide to the side until whew. All right, let's see. My people, my actual people, my soul family. What a one. Let's see what you want to hear about. We're not catering to the wider public today. This is a family affair. Why am I here? Oh, I'm having a slightly bad hair day. Be still, my Afro puff. Be still. Yeah, this is a family affair. It's a family meeting. Let's see what's on your mind. What you really want to hear about at this time. Feeling three more. Okay, so the subject matter of what you want to hear. Shit, y'all really my peoples. Politics. Is it tell me about them little teeth in Rugrat? Eh? That's fucking up everywhere for everybody. Tell me about them little lying, power hungry, money hungry, dirty bastards. Okay. You want to hear about politics? Okay. So, okay, wait. Let me see. How do I attack this? Okay. So we know what they want to hear about. So should we just dive into it then? Okay. Let's see what falls out. You really are my people. They say, when is this madness gonna end? That's what we want to hear about. Tell me when we gonna get rid of these fucking snakes and put some real people back into power. Let's see what God wants to reveal, shall we? Oh, this is funny. Put people back into power who do politics because they care about the people. You know, they actually want to fulfill their positions to the best of their ability for the people, not for these stupid corporations and wannabe gods. All right. So yeah, so the message we got: reinstate advocate of good. Yeah, it's like bring back the good politicians. Like, where are they? Okay, that's what we want to hear about. We want to hear about them coming back. Okay, we got weapon, and then we got judge. Yeah, the underlying issue. We got private sector, illegal immigrant, educator. All they are is a secret club, secret society with all their underground bullshit. Eh? Assassins. All they're delivering is death. Assassin delivery. Okay, so we got world, Mr. and Mrs. World Domination with their bumbleclot agenda when it comes to the things that they be telling us, the things they want us to believe, the programming that they put into our heads, telling us lies and shit. Whether, yeah, it's like they're not really like that. When the fuck are they going to get healthy again? We need a doctor. Okay, so basically, y'all want the system to get fixed. Y'all want to know when this shit gonna get fixed, bro. Well, let's read on. So we got they're getting paid to do it. So the doctors are getting paid to do it just because of high school vibes. They're a bit more mature, you know, when they're constructing whatever they're constructing. And we got quit the bank. Oh, interesting. So what is this saying? Hang on. So politics, that's the subject matter. Then we got reinstate advocate of good, who is a weapon for the judge. The judge, in this case, being the light, the power of right, justice. Okay, so the underlying issue. So the private sector, they're with some illegal shit. And they're the ones that's running things, programming our minds. But they're a secret club, they're a secret society, and all their underground, underhanded nonsense. We got assassin delivery, Mr. and Mrs. World Domination. They're like, pew, 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 pew. Y'all say it's time to get them out, them and their agenda. And we got Ministry of Education, weather. So the way that they've been teaching us is like, it's nonsense. They're not really like that. We're not really like that. The truth ain't really like that. So we got Ministry of Health. Yeah, it's time to get healthy. And then we got doctor. They're getting paid to do it. Just because of high school. Just because of higher education. So what's that saying? So Ministry of Health, doctor, they're getting paid to do it because we're too smart. We're too smart in our construction. And they want to quit us being financially independent. Let's read on. So we got the gang members need to go to jail. Okay, so this is saying that the politicians are getting paid to keep us poor, basically, because we're too smart. So this is the reason why they come up with all these new taxes and these false claims of inevitable inflation. Inflation is something that they impose on us. There are no actual variables in the banking system that justifies inflation. Inflation is something that the government, the politicians, and the wannabe gods who govern over them, and the corporate bosses, the wannabe gods, they govern over the corporate bosses tell the government what to do. So they are the ones who invent these lies to justify them hiking the prices of everything. There is no natural mathematical equation in economics, in the economics of our system, that causes the inflation. It's an unnatural disaster. They hike up the prices because they know if they keep money out of our hands, they keep power out of our hands. Because we're too smart. High school, we're not the brightest, but we're smart enough to be able to use our money and do good stuff with our money. So when they see us doing too much good things in society, helping ourselves and helping each other, becoming successes, becoming rich, thereby giving us financial strength and power and authority, they hike up the prices. They hike up the prices of rent and food and electricity and water and gas and car insurance and house insurance and pet insurance and dental visits and doctor, so that they keep money out of the hands of the people. So otherwise, to them, wasting the money that they do gather from us in taxes, they're taking money from us by carrying up the price of everything. Okay? And yeah, it's time for these gang members that call themselves politicians to go to jail. Let's read on. So we got divine authority, forced to do it. So yeah, we the people have the power to force their asses to go to jail, because it's only right and fair at this time in this chapter of the human story. It is time to face the judgment. Yeah, we got airport and laws of the land. Ministry of Entertainment. Exactly, it is a joke. So all that they've been saying, talking about the laws of the land, because airport is, okay, in this reading, all these laws of the land, all these rules and all these so-called principles and all these variables and all these narratives that they've been pushing to us is just entertainment. They're laughing at us. They're telling us the lies, and then they go and they have private meetings and they have their private parties and whatnot, and they laugh at us for believing their lies, and they laugh at us while we suffer. They laugh at us when we complain. It's their entertainment. Let's read on. So we got cleaner stagnation, and this is where we come in. Y'all want to know, well, when is this shit gonna get cleaned up? Ooh, but we got secret, environment, farm, peace. So those are people like myself, only that I'm not such a secret, because next coming is Oracle. So basically what this is saying is there's this stagnation to cleaning things up, but what y'all don't know is that in the environment, peace is being cultivated. So there are people behind the scenes actually working on what we're asking for. So God has already gone before us to reinstate the advocates of good. So it's in the work. And I be coming out and doing the readings, telling these people that they need to change their ways. So God has been giving them warnings. So this is all in preparation for the reinstatement. The reinstatement, I think that's the proper term of the word to use, of the advocate of good. So before we can reinstate the advocates of good, it's like God is going to go through a period where God is giving those who are actually in power the opportunity to change. Because God does that. We don't really like it, but if it was us, we would be happy for the opportunity to be given time to change. So I don't personally like that part, but everybody deserves a chance at redemption, even the evil people, and that's the truth. Okay, if I was God, I wouldn't. My kind of godship, I would smite them, I would beat their ass, but God is a lot more gentle than us. I'm sure if you were God and you had the power, you would speed up the process, but God say, nah, I will be somewhat patient with them, but suddenly things will change, because after I've given them enough time to change and do right by the people, then if they fail to make those changes within the allotted time, which they do not know, then they're going to get their ass beat. And it's going to be such a great show. And I hope that we get to read about it and see it on TV and on the YouTube and all the social medias and stuff. Okay? So let's dig a little bit further. So we got Oracle, children, civilian. So this would be us. We the people who want good. And we got hidden entrance is a permanent secretary of state. And then we got hotel, hidden entrance, permanent secretary. So somebody, so Oracle is like, it's that's coming through as a message, okay, to the children, the civilization, us. God wants us to know that there's a hidden entrance when it comes to the permanent secretary. And then we got hotel. My nose is running, hold on. So the hotel energy usually comes out as a short stay, okay? So what's a short stay? The members of parliament, the lawmaking assembly. So the people who are in power right now. So the permanent secretary, what is that about? Hidden entrance, permanent secretary. Okay, so it's like they're fooling themselves thinking that they're going to be there forever. The truth is, it's a short stay for these members of parliament. Okay? We got surveillance, so they're being watched, and assessment, they're being assessed. Like I said, God is giving them God is assessing the gang. You know, in this feminine energy, because what they're doing is doing bullshit, and then they sit back and they reap all of our money, and they steal all our happiness and all of our power. And so that's why they're coming up as the feminine energy, but it's dark magic. So God says, I'm watching these people as they do it. Worldwide, university. So God says they're being surveyed or surveilled. I don't even know which one it is, but they're being watched. And they're assessing the gang that's doing all this dark magic, all this evil things to we the people. Okay? So you want to know about the reinstate? I don't know what the fuck the word is. Is it reinstation? Reinstate. And this is why we go to Google. Hold on. Sorry. I was playing my cooking game. Okay. I was enjoying the song before I came on as well. Okay, so let's see if there's such as reinstation. I need to speak like I have some sense, so they don't get to laugh at me. I don't think it's reinstation though. I think it's reinstatement. So reinstate would be what? The adverb. So we got reinstate, head, verb reinstate. Restore someone or something to their former position or state. That's the meaning. What's the adverb? Is it? It's not adverb. I think it's the actual verb. The reinstating of the advocate of good. Okay, so it's reinstating. Yeah, they start talking about past participle and present participle, and you lost me with the part there. But I'm gonna say the verb is reinstate, so I'm gonna stick to reinstating. The reinstating, but it feels more right to say reinstatement. But there's shit, fuck that. So the reinstating of the advocate of good. So if that's what y'all wanted to know, I'd say right now, what we're experiencing is we're giving them time to decide, are they gonna start doing right by we the people, or are they gonna keep doing bullshit? Because when God is ready to pour out its judgment on all of the governments, those who control them everywhere, the time is gonna be up and they're gonna have to pay. So let's dig some more. So this is the reading. So here God is showing us exactly what we wanted to know. Let me make some space here. So that's why I be coming on here so many times and doing readings where God is saying it's time for you to change, and it's in your best interest to change, and you need to get ready because some shit's about to happen. And if you're found on the wrong side of the light, then you're gonna get fucked up. And it's okay, I don't mind coming on here and saying it over and over and over again, because when the time come and they really start to experience punishment, it won't be because they didn't get the message. Okay, I came to work. I came to work. So let's see, let's read on. So we got musician male, seaport. So male energy is masculine energy. The seaport is crying. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be crying about their money and what they can get from the situation. You got the governor menstruation, all their power, governor, is going to be bleeding out. All their power is going to be bleeding out. They're going to lose their money. They're going to lose their property. They're going to lose their material possessions. They're going to lose their mind. They're going to lose their peace. And they're going to need a fucking clinic. You're going to lose all their power and they're going to need a clinic. Whoo, and then we got public, club or society. And we got land, meeting place, the judicial system. They're going to jail. It's going to be public. Yeah, they're not going to be able to dictate what CNN and NBC and Fox News and whatnot get to tell us anymore. They won't be in control of the narrative anymore. Yeah. So they're gonna be bleeding out of all their power, all their possessions. Those who don't choose to serve the people, they're going to be bleeding out of all their power and their possessions, and they're gonna need a clinic. And all this is gonna become public knowledge. Okay? And it's gonna be firm. Land and meeting place. So land is the firmness and meeting place is gonna be public. So they can't change it. They're gonna suffer justice in public. Let's read on. So we got money, orphanage, separated from their money, separated from their power. Because they're acting like bumbleclad preschool children. God made them guardians of the welfare of the public, and they choose to take advantage of us, fill their own pockets, make sure their own family is happy and comfortable, drinking clean water, eating organic food, able to take holidays, able to go around the world and enjoy the beauty that God created when they're the least deserving. And they sell us this work hard and you'll make it fucking narrative, when even when you work hard and you make your money, they still try and call how you spend your money. Because if you're spending your money in a way that is in conflict with their dirty aims and objectives, then they send in their evil cavalry to disrupt what you got going on. So they'll talk things to ruin your reputation. They'll turn your family against you. They'll turn your friends against you. They'll turn your lover against you. They'll try and turn you against yourself. Anything to break you down and intimidate you into stopping your plan. So if you plan on building proper schools to teach proper education, just know that they're going to fight you. So if you're not up for the fight, leave it alone for somebody who is willing to go through hell and high water for what they believe in. See, like people like me, I know what the risks are, but I do what I do anyway. People like me are the ones who need to stand up and do whatever. If you know that your heart isn't in the right place to stand up for the betterment or the good of we the people, leave it alone, because they're going to come and fuck with you. They're going to come for you. They're going to send their minions for you to hurt you and intimidate you in any way that they feel is going to work to deter you from the good that you want to do in society. That's how this game goes. That's the underground bit of the game that isn't made completely clear to the world. They make it seem like governments are actually here to help with the people and they have the best interest of with the people. Hardly any government anywhere have the best interest of their people at heart, or else we wouldn't have so much human trafficking and drugs and guns and murders in places and nothing being done about it. If these governments were fucking serious about creating a respectable environment for their people, things would be so different. You can see what their priorities are. They'll build up a whole bunch of living quarters, cheap ass living quarters, and they'll make no room for the children to play. If you care about your community, if you're going to have a block of, say, 6 different blocks of apartments, then at least have some place where the parent can look outside and see their children playing. Especially when you've created a fucking society where the parents hardly have time to spend with their children, because if they're not at work, then they have to be preparing dinner and washing clothes and cleaning house, looking after themselves, spending some time with themselves, spending time with their husband, checking on their mother and their father or their cousin or sister or whatever, going to do the fucking shopping, all type of shit. These people don't care. The system is how it is because this is how they want it. Because they want to keep us preoccupied. They want to keep us poor. They want to keep us sad. They want to take our focus away from being our strongest self, our happiest self, our most productive self. And that's why the system is so jacked up. It's all by design. Preschool vibes. Because these are supposedly the most richest businessmen and businesswomen, but their business ethics suck because none of them business. Their business problem, and then we're going to create a solution and sell them the solution. That's their business model. They don't know how to create a proper business model where they actually give value to their customers and let their product speak for itself and make that repetition go on for generations and generations. They create bad children and bad adults so that they can fill their jails, so that their jails can make money. They create nasty food that make our bodies weak and sick so that their pharmaceutical companies and their hospitals and whatnot can make money. They give us bad education so that they can keep making money off of people. People never become developed enough to be self-employed, and that way we have to work for them in their system. That's why they keep the education system so limited. The church system, they just go over a couple scriptures over and over and over and over, and you never get through the whole Bible. They hide a lot of things. If you don't read the Bible for yourself, you miss so much. Why? Because they can't give you the power to heal. They can't baptize you with the word for real, because then you stop coming to church. They keep you in a loop. So you never grow. The cars, they're making their cars weaker, so now you need to, if you get in an accident, the body is so soft that you almost total your whole fucking car. Everything is getting worse. This is their business model. It's by design. And God said that's why they got to go. This preschool behavior need to come to an end. we got these people are acting like preschool children. Then we got cultural or community center, president or prime minister, fear. The private party, healing. You see? So the ones in charge, they're afraid of their same people healing. The government employees. They're afraid of the government employees healing. So those who are at the top of this evil pyramid, this loser pyramid, these wannabe gods and these corporation heads, they're afraid of the people underneath them actually healing and choosing to go the right way and do the right thing, stand up against their bullshit commands. They're afraid. They won't tell them that. They'll keep on dealing with them like they're so confident and they're so powerful and they have the power, they have the absolute power, when they really don't. It's a facade. They're afraid. That's the truth of the matter. So we got government employee, vaccine. 2, the receiving energy of the coded message. So they're trying to basically, whatever they're doing to combat what people like me are doing is to vaccinate them psychologically against receiving this coded message. So because they're so afraid of, because I was watching, I was listening, I was hearing about the Don Lemon incident. They said that Don Lemon got arrested for doing his actual job. Now, me personally, I don't know if Don Lemon was sincerely standing up for the little guy, but I feel like they used Don Lemon. This is what I feel like. I don't know if this is true. This is my personal opinion now. I feel like they used Don Lemon so that any other news presenters and investigative journalists and stuff like that who want to actually report the real news could be in fear, thinking that they're gonna go to jail too if they choose to report the truth to the people. If they ever choose to step outside of the commands of the corporate heads and they want to be guards who are behind them, they're gonna go to jail too. So the reason why this Don Lemon show of an arrest came over the screen and was so widely spread is just so that they can instill fear in the other journalists whose conscience has been talking to them, and they know that what they're doing is wrong, and they see the evil and the nastiness that's carrying on in our society, and they want to do something about it. They want to stand up. So what they do is instill fear. They instill fear so that when I'm here delivering messages like this and it's actually reaching to their heart, and they listen to other people and their messages of doing the right is reaching their heart and soul, they have this conflict within them where it's like, if I do the right thing, then these people are gonna come for me. They're gonna come for my family. Let me tell you something. This message is to all those who want to stand up, but you're afraid of them coming for your family. I have a daughter. And if I was to be afraid of what they would do to my daughter, then I wouldn't be here and I would not have made as much progress as I have delivering these messages that the world need to hear so desperately. From the personal messages to the governmental messages. I would not be here because these are the reasons why they want to kill me. These are the reasons why they want to destroy me. Those at the head anyway. The lower people, they hate me because they're jealous of me and all this stupid shit. I ain't even paying attention to them little buckler vermin. I'm looking at the wannabe gods and the corporate people and the government people who are being trained to hate me and come after me. All the little MI5 agents and whoever else they're using against me. Them are the big fish that I care about. I don't give a fuck about these little bumbleclot wannabes. Wanna be me, wanna fuck me, fuck off. So these people with the power, with the say so, these people, very interesting. I lost my train of thought. But y'all get the message. Rewind and you'll get the message. But yeah, they're afraid of people like, oh yes, I was talking about how I have a daughter, and if I was to be afraid of what they would do to me or what they would do to my child, then I wouldn't be stepping forward and still be here. I've been doing this from since 2000 and maybe 7, because they started fighting against me in 2008. So from 2007, they started to see why I was made of, because I was standing up against the ills of the government about that time in Montserrat. And that's how all this started. I had the courage to speak up where everybody else was afraid. And so to shut me up and put me in my place, they started to attack me. Okay, that's on a governmental level. On a wannabe God level, these people, they know my star, they know my gift, they know what I'm capable of doing. I can access the Akashic records, and that's why they wanted me to join their group so badly. That's why they went so hard. So it's like on different levels, everybody had their own reasons as to why they want to fight against me. But I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let how many of them there were and the fact that they're everywhere worldwide stop me. You can't let it stop you. You have to put your trust in God. That's how I make it. That's the only reason why I made it. I started out trusting in myself because my thing was, if I haven't done anything wrong, then I'm not going to fear you. I wasn't built like that. Okay? So I don't care how much you hate me, how much you want to shut me up. Don't fucking try bully me because I'm not the one. I've always been like that. Ever since a little girl. I got in one little fight since I was ever born. One physical fight, and it's because this girl tried to bully me. I don't do bullying. Okay? It's not civilized to accept somebody bullying you. So there's no excuse for not standing up for self. And that's the reason that I keep going, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the fight. God sends me the answers that I need at the appropriate time. And you have to have a mindset like that for you to be able to win against this evil system. If you don't have a mindset like that, they're going to forever control you. You have to be willing to step out on faith. You have to be willing to go through the fight. If they're going to jail you, you have to be willing to go to jail. It don't mean that they'll end up jailing you, because God have to give them the power to imprison you. You don't know what power God is going to give you. But this is why we talk about faith. You have to take that first step, and then God will take you through. You have to show that dedication first, and then God will take you through. And no matter how hard things get, you have to keep trusting that God has got you. And the more that you stay in that walk, you stay on that path of life, you will see how the universe itself has been working to bless you even before you ask for that blessing. God is always ahead of us. I expected to do a reading, but God put all the information that we need right here. I don't even need to do anything else, because y'all want to know when we go and reinstate the advocates of good. God said they're going to come back once we done giving these mumus, these present mumus, a chance to decide, are they going to stay evil or they going to actually do the good. Let's see which of you we have to actually take out the power, because y'all going to leave. If you don't leave of your free will, y'all will be forced out. So you got your answer, my people. But this fight that we're in against the powers that be, the evil powers that be, is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. This is why when I come on here and I do my readings, I don't give a fuck about who don't understand me. I don't give a fuck about who don't believe in what I'm saying. All I give a fuck about is those who do. Because I know everybody don't see me as talking shit. There are people out there who see me, and this is why I came on today to talk to y'all, because it's like y'all deserve a gift. Anything you want today, you can have whatever you like. And this is what you wanted to hear about. I try to avoid these conversations because I'm tired of talking about the government. But if y'all want to hear it and God want to tell us, then I'm here for you. They be stressing me out. But it needs to be talked about. It needs to be addressed. I get it. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for us. I'm going to do it for God. I'm going to do it for you. And I'm going to do it for myself. Because they're the biggest problems that we have in society. And it needs to get sorted out. So you see that they're going to fucking fix up or fall the fuck back. Or get dashed back. One way or the other, God said they're going to move. But we just waiting to see who going to choose to correct themselves. And who going to choose to keep going on in their folly. Because then we'll know exactly who to fuck up. Without mercy, because they have no mercy for us. The professionals are quietening their conscience. But yeah, any of you thinking about standing up for the right, just know that it's not an easy feat. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. But it will get easier. When you're new to it, it's hard. Because there's so much that you don't know. You think you're by yourself. Because those who are there to protect you, you don't see them. You have to believe in the unseen. Sometimes you will lose so many people in your life. Like with my story, everybody's story gonna be different. With my story, the only people I have in my life right now is my daughter, myself, and my God. That's it. These are the only people that I can rely on. Well, and you people out there. But you're not in my immediate environment. You just send me good vibes. Everybody else is secret. They stay in the background. So I got ancient gods from back when. It's only recently that they manifested themselves to let me know that they're here helping to protect me, because with the size of enemy that I have and the way that they fight, I need this type of protection. So Osiris and Anubis and them, they're around me. I'm on their list of people that they need to protect. Why? Because of the work that I do. Because of the fact that I choose to stand up even when I thought I was absolutely alone. I chose to stand strong. From the beginning of this fight, I've been talking just like this. I wasn't born with the heart of fear. God didn't give me that quality, and I'm so grateful. I don't need to know what the fuck fear feel like. I might be scared of like some little critters and all them shit, but I be coherent. I don't get so fearful that I can't think, oh, how the fuck am I gonna fix this? No, I don't get that bad. But when it comes to people, they think that by treating me like this, that they're weakening me. Yo, I have no mercy for people. Why? Because y'all act like you're the most smartest thing. But y'all are so smart that y'all are the dumbest. God gave y'all dominion over the animals and the plant kingdom. And right now, the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom is doing so much better than the human kingdom. Look at yourselves. There's so much more order in the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom, and y'all got the nerve to declare yourselves to be dominant. Y'all are a disgrace. Do not insult the fucking dogs and the cats and the fowl and the elephant and the bear and the ants and the cockroaches like that. Do not insult them like that. You are beneath them at this point. If the shoe fit you, wear it. If the cap fit you, wear it. You know who the fuck I'm talking to. Y'all are beneath them. Even the plants that don't do nothing and don't go nowhere, you are so far beneath them. Do not kid yourself into thinking that God has given you dominion. God gave you dominion and you gave it the fuck back with your idiotic behavior. Humans is who destroying the planet. The problems that most of us have in our life is because of humans. Don't bumbleclot exalt yourself. You're a fucking disgrace. You are shameful. You are trash. And this planet would be better without you. It might be more boring without you. But it would be better without you. Yeah. It'll be boring without you because your mess, you create a mess. I have the joy of cleaning it up. I enjoy what I do. So I don't mind you being here. But you don't deserve to be here and you don't deserve to have the power that you have. And it'll be my pleasure to figure out how to either help you to get on the path that you're supposed to be on or take the shit from you. Remove you. Get thee behind, you Satan and Satanesses. Get down from your high place and let whoever belong there take their rightful seat. You're sitting in somebody else's spot. If you can't pull up and humble yourself like a child and respect the universe and respect the Most High's rules and respect the Most High's authority, you don't deserve to be in such a high position of power. Standard. Default mode. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Momo. So we got Ministry of Agriculture. So they don't want the government employees to heal. So they try to create situations where they deter them from taking healing messages like these ones, yeah. And then we got Ministry of Agriculture, the news media. So that agriculture is the ministry of like farming and things like that. Farming is cultivation and things like that, right? So they're cultivating the news media and utilizing it to create whatever atmosphere they want to make it look like all is well. Beach energy is energy where you feel like everything is okay. So they hold back the reality from us when it comes to the news media, and it's just a diversion. So all these nice reports that we get, we don't get the real news, and this is why I come on here and I do all these readings so that we can't really see what the fuck is going on, because these people be lying to us, giving us a false sense of security, okay, so that we remain placid and we don't stand up for what we truly deserve. But the thing is, you can watch the news and believe the nonsense you hear on the news if you want to, but look at your situation, look at your reality. Does it match what's on the news? Inflation is not a natural occurrence. Inflation is subjection. They're subjecting us to poverty. It's a direct attack. It's a financial attack upon we the people. That's what inflation is. So yeah, all what they've been saying on the news is just to lull us to sleep and make us feel like everything is all right. So let's continue. We got there's method to what appears to be madness when it comes to this loan shark energy. Laughing. So God said, don't watch them. The loan shark would be all these corporate people and heads of government, and they want to be gods above them. God said there's method to what appears to be madness. The loan shark is laughing. We got actress, confusion. They're really confused. So they're acting like they're all happy and things are cool with them, but they really have confusion. They got fears and confusion right now. So those in power, they're fearful and in confusion right now, because so many people are waking up to what the truth is about what society is really like. The parts of society that they hide from us since we were born. The fact that politicians can't be trusted. Yes, we know that politicians can't be trusted, but it's like how deep the shit really go. They kidnap real heads of state and put impersonators in their place so that they can implement whatever nonsense they want to implement in that person's identity, and then put the real person back into power so that the people can hate the real person. That's some deep shit. That's the type of shit that an investigative journalist is supposed to be saying on the real fucking news. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of scoop that journalism was about back in the day. That's the type of shit that made some people want to get into journalism. It's like they're part police, part reporter, it's part spy, part actress, undercover shit. They love what they do, but now they're being, it's like it's pointless being a journalist anymore. It's pointless. And these are the kind of things that they're supposed to be investigating. They're supposed to be investigating all them crooked politicians and all the crooked corporations and tell us the nonsense that they're doing behind the scenes. But when they come and try to talk about it, then they want to harass the people and intimidate them into being silent. NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. That's how they survive. That's how the evil people survive. And if you won't sign an NDA, they have other means to force you to be silent, unless you're a rebel like me. Like, so suck your mother. If you're gonna kill me, kill me. God gonna just bring me back to life when the time is right. How about that? I am a ride or die for the Most High. Not for you, little bitch. You don't give life or take life. don't have the power to give life or take life. You need to know your motherfucking place. You can fool all these people into thinking that you're more powerful than you are, but I know what the fuck you are. And besides God, there is no other. God has no competition. The devil is no competition for God. As a matter of fact, the God and devil is the one. God and the devil are one. God is the creator of good and evil. What is devil? Devil is negative energy. It's not an entity. The devil is negative energy, just like God is positive energy. In the beginning was the word. Energy, vibration, word, sound, and power. Do the mathematics. That's why we are created with evil and good energy within, because we are created of God, in the likeness and the image of God. So we can be devils if we want to. We choose not to. Why? Because we know better. It doesn't please us to be in negative energy. We don't like the consequences of being in negative energy. And that's why we walk in the light. We walk in the right. We walk in a positive vibration because that pleases us. That heals us and strengthens us. That makes us happy within ourselves, with ourselves. We love to love. I don't know how the fuck y'all were built, you people who find pleasure in evil. We don't know about that side of the coin. We don't come from your wherever the fuck you come from. We're not built like you. You do you, and we'll do us. The gift of life is for everybody. If you choose to wake up every day and evil bring you the positive, good vibes that you want, if evil bring you the joy that you want, fine. But good bring us the joy that we want. So we're not going to let you stand in our way from doing what is good equally so. You do your fuckery because your right to life is your right to life. That's how you want to live your life. We want to do good. Our right to life is our right to life. Don't get in our way because we're going to run you the fuck over. We're going to fuck you up. Because we have a right also to enjoy the gift of life that was given to us. You may not like our kind, but we don't like your kind either. And we don't target you when you deserve to be targeted, evil people. We don't target you. We only fuck with you once you have infiltrated our borders. That's when we pay attention to you. Other than that, we pay attention to ourselves, our family, our boyfriend and girlfriend, our wife and husband, our parents, our job. We don't fuck with you. And that's why we're going to win. Because God see you bullying us. And God said, you know what, I'm going to give you a little bit more time to decide if you want to keep on going in this direction or you want to change your ways. Because I got something for those of you who don't want to change your ways and you're not going to like it. Yeah, so these evil people, they're laughing, but really and truly they're fearful and they're confused about what the future holds. That's the truth of them. So don't let the news clippings and the news reports fool you, okay? It don't matter what scheme and plots and tricks they try, all right? We're going to be digging. Let's read on some more. Wait. I'm here to dig some more. So we got the mayor, resources, primary school, army. We're just beginning. We in primary school. We're not preschool, so we even more advanced than you evil idiots. Okay? We in primary school. You preschool level. Shit. Some of us are high school. But yeah. And me, I'm just starting now. I'm a baby in this fight. So imagine what I'm going to be like in a couple of years. So yeah. So we got mayor, resources, primary school, army, podcast, dentist, human resources, moving forward. So I'm here to deliver the messages. God, the mayor, okay? resources is we, the primary school army. So those of us who are just now waking up, just now finding our strength, just now finding our voice to stand up for what is right, in spite of the consequences. We don't give a fuck. Okay? So we are the army. And we got podcasts, dentists, human resources. So this podcast and other podcasts like this, other readings and whatever else you get messages from, like this, is the human resources. We moving things forward. We are here to reach out to the other human resources so that we can all be strong to move things forward. But don't rush. Hold on. Don't rush the process. Let's be good to them by giving them a chance at their redemption. Okay? We're going to give them the courtesy. So just hold on. Try and maintain as best as you can for right now, my people. Okay? God is working on things behind the scenes. And like I said, just like we would want to be offered the grace to change, we're going to offer them the same courtesy. So when the time comes and we need that courtesy, God will be happy to grant it to us because we granted it to someone else. Okay? We're not like them. We may not like it, but we know it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and the race is not for the swift, but who can what? Endure. And we are built out of strong stuff because we got God. You hear me? And those of us who don't believe in God, we believe in something that gives us the strength to know that we deserve better. And that will, that mindset is what's going to drive you in the meantime, in between time, until God reveals itself to you. Because you don't have to believe in God if you don't want to, but these bumbleclad sun and moon and stars and soil and trees and people and animals didn't create themselves. So I would love to hear your explanation one day. Where did all this come from? You understand what I'm saying? Something did something, and that's how everything is here. What's your explanation for the existence of the sun, the moon, the magnificence of its perfect timing, perfect movement, the way how the body is so intelligently designed that it can heal itself? What is a spirit? What is the soul? I would love to hear all your explanations to that shit. Mr. and Mrs. I don't believe that there is a God. Explain all that. Please. Let's get to know each other. But in the meantime, in between time, it's good to believe in yourself and believe in something. Because there's something somewhere that is a blessing. You know? So yeah, so we're moving things forward. And I'm sure I could read this whole deck. Because God done aligned it to the message. We got hidden message, culture, college, illegal activity. The government people. Look. Hidden message is there's a culture where people are learning illegal activity. Who? These government representatives and all these freelance people. So these are the people even below the government. So we got the government employees doing their dumb shit. Then they finding people of the private sector to pass off their dumb shit too. So that they got agents everywhere doing the dumb shit. The talented one, mystical being crying. So that's good news. So they're actually crying. You see that they got you mixed up in some stupid shit. Let's read on. I'm nosy. So we got prophet or prophetess is the gang leader looking for new recruits. And then we got bisexual. So those who can see both sides of the story when it comes to the information that we need. regarding this war that's been waged on us by these elders, those with more power, those with older information. So we are looking for recruits. And they would see me as a gang leader. So don't be surprised if they start going around calling me a menace to society and an enemy of the state and whatever other name that they be giving to people who are willing to stand up against the corruption of the government and those above them. Let's read on. So we got the laws of the universe, the school of life, nature's lessons. That's what I'm here to teach. That's what I'm here to enforce. That's the information that we need. We need to know that we're not alone. The laws of the universe is on the side of those who stand with the prophetess. Okay, looking for new recruits to stand in God's army. Yeah, bitch, I'm looking for new recruits. I'm looking to help people to get on the right path. We don't need to link up. We are strong in our own energy. Brr. Yeah, school of life, love. All we need is love. All we need is love. Love, love. Love is all we need. Bomboclat, shadow government representatives going suck your mother. You're crying? You're not crying yet. You're not crying yet. Hospital. You're not crying yet. You're afraid of us? You're afraid of what is to come? You're not afraid yet, man. God, you want me to dig deeper still? I think the people have understand the message. Okay. That's how you're gonna need the hospital, you so-called recruits, you private sector freelance agents for the government trying to corrupt society. You're gonna need hospital to present yourself well. You're gonna lose yourself because you're an adolescent. You're a bumbleclap, horny, what they call them teens. You're the ones who I got their priorities all fucked up. Them ones. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what they're getting involved in. All they hear is money. All they hear is money. That card don't belong in this deck. Interesting. So yeah, all they hear is we got a job for you. How would you like to make some money? They don't know that they're gonna lose so much more than they would have had they not gotten involved. You think you're poor now? Just wait until you see your karma for joining with these evil people to hurt we the people. God said that's enough of hurting the people now. God said it's time to stop. And if you don't stop, you're gonna get fucked up. That's the message. So, if you know what's good for you, when the government people them approach you to join them in hurting the people in whatever way, you better find the courage within you to say no. Or else you will pay. You've been warned. You're going to pay dearly. And there's a lot of people from the private sector right now who are experiencing this. And they're no longer working with the government. That's a reading that came up a couple days ago. Up to a week ago, I think. I was supposed to put it on my other channel, but I had to put it on this channel too because it's like they were taking forever to make it load. So I just uploaded it to this channel as well. But yeah, God's putting everything back in its proper place. And it's either you gonna step up and do what is right, or you're going to fall. Because right now, we are the ones with the might. I don't make the rules. Okay, God say we the people have suffered enough. God's like, ease up off the people them now, no man. Why you have to be so mean to your brothers and sisters? Why you have to be so mean to your fellow human beings? Eh? You can't do any better. I'm gonna give you some time. Stop it. If you can't stop yourself, I will fucking stop you. And you're not gonna like it. I say stop it. That's the message. So thank you all so much for joining me. It's been fun. Until next time, darlings, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye bye.